Are you over 40 and starting to notice back pain, weak knees, or simply afraid of breaking a bone from a minor fall? It's no coincidence osteoporosis is silently affecting millions of Americans every year, especially after middle age. The problem is that many people unknowingly eat the wrong way, making their bones increasingly fragile without realizing it. In this video, you'll learn about 5 foods that help strengthen your bones every day, and 5 foods to avoid if you don't want your bones to deteriorate faster with age. If you're entering your 40s, 50s, or even beyond 70 and want to live a healthy, flexible life every day, watch the entire video and hit follow on this channel to naturally protect your bones and joints. No medication needed. Here are 5 foods that are excellent for people with osteoporosis and how to use them effectively in your daily meals. 1. Milk and dairy products, the golden source of calcium for bones after age 40. Once you pass 40, your body gradually loses the ability to absorb calcium as effectively as before. This causes your bones to weaken over time, sometimes without you even noticing, until the first back pain or bone fracture appears. One of the simplest and most effective ways to supplement calcium is to include milk and dairy products in your daily diet. Cow's milk, yogurt, or cheese, especially low-fat varieties, are rich in calcium, vitamin D, and protein, essential factors for maintaining bone density. Many people after middle age tend to avoid milk due to fear of gaining weight or digestive issues. But you can completely opt for unsweetened products, lactose-free milk, or fortified plant-based milk. Just 1 glass of milk a day helps provide your body with the building materials to rebuild bone structure, significantly reducing the risk of osteoporosis and fractures. Think of milk as a small daily investment to keep your legs strong and live a more active life for many years to come. 2. Salmon, not only great for the heart but also excellent for bones. Many people over 50 start paying more attention to heart health, but few realize that foods good for the heart are often extremely beneficial for the bones as well. Salmon is a prime example. It's not only rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation, but also contains a high amount of natural vitamin D and calcium, 2 of the most important factors in maintaining bone density. If you live in areas with little sunlight or don't go outside often, your risk of vitamin D deficiency is high, which is why eating salmon 2 to 3 times a week can make a noticeable difference. Additionally, salmon is easy to prepare. It can be grilled, steamed, made into salads, or served with greens, delicious and great for bone and joint health. Another interesting fact: if you eat the soft bones in canned salmon, like the soft-boned salmon common in the US, you'll get even more calcium than from milk. So, if you're looking for a tasty, easy-to-eat food that supports both heart and bone health, salmon is an essential choice in the middle-aged diet. 3. Leafy greens, the plant-based calcium, often overlooked by older adults. When it comes to calcium, most people immediately think of milk, but there's a precious source of plant-based calcium that many people over 40 tend to forget: dark leafy greens. Vegetables like kale, spinach, bok choy, and collard greens are not only rich in calcium but also contain plenty of vitamin K, magnesium, and antioxidants, all of which help strengthen bone density over time. The great thing is that leafy greens don't just support your bones. They also help control blood pressure, reduce cholesterol, and aid digestion, health issues that middle-aged and older adults commonly face. You don't need to eat a large amount. Simply adding a serving of greens to each meal or making a salad with olive oil and lemon can be a big step toward better bone and joint health. Many Americans aged 50 and up report feeling lighter, more flexible in their joints, and sleeping better after increasing their leafy green intake. If you're looking for a simple yet effective daily habit to protect your bones, start with a plate of leafy greens at every meal. 4. Almonds and chia seeds, small but a bone insurance. Have you ever thought that just a few spoonfuls of tiny seeds each day could help strengthen your bones? Almonds and chia seeds are two of the superfoods that middle-aged Americans are increasingly trusting, not only because they're good for heart health, but also because they quietly and effectively support bone health. Almonds are rich in magnesium, calcium, and plant-based protein, essential nutrients that help maintain bone density, especially in older adults who tend to lose bone mass over time. Meanwhile, chia seeds stand out with their plant-based omega-3s and soluble fiber, which both reduce inflammation and improve nutrient absorption. You can sprinkle some almonds over your morning oatmeal or add chia seeds to yogurt, smoothies, or even drinks. You don't need much, just about 1 ounce, 30 g. A day is enough to make a difference. Many people over 60 report having more energy, better sleep, and less morning joint pain after adding nuts and seeds to their diets. So, if you're looking for a simple way to support your bones without taking extra medication, start with a small handful of nuts each day. It's convenient, tasty, and excellent for your health. 5. Tofu, an excellent plant-based source of calcium and protein. If you're looking for a food that's light on the stomach, easy to digest, and beneficial for bone and joint health after age 40, tofu is an option you can't miss. Not only is it a popular choice in healthy diets, but tofu is also a rich source of plant-based calcium, especially varieties made with calcium sulfate, a compound proven to significantly increase bone density in middle-aged and older adults. Besides calcium, tofu contains isoflavones, compounds structurally similar to estrogen, that are especially beneficial for postmenopausal women, when bone density sharply declines due to hormone deficiency. You can prepare tofu in many ways: pan-fried, grilled, stewed with vegetables, or added to salads. Its mild flavor and versatility make it a reliable companion on the journey to long-term health care. In Japan, one of the countries with the highest rates of healthy elderly, tofu is almost always present in daily meals, and this is no coincidence. If you're reducing red meat intake and seeking a healthy protein source to protect your bones and joints, don't forget to add a few pieces of tofu to your dinner. Simple, affordable, and effective over the long term. Next is a list of 5 foods harmful to bones that people over 40 should avoid or limit. 1. Carbonated soft drinks, the silent enemy that weakens your bones. Do you have a habit of drinking carbonated soft drinks every day? If so, reconsider it today, because this type of beverage is one of the leading causes of osteoporosis that many people overlook. Carbonated soft drinks contain high levels of phosphoric acid, which disrupts mineral balance in the body and increases calcium loss through urine, gradually leaching calcium from your bones over time. Studies show that people who consume a lot of soda have lower bone density and a higher risk of fractures, especially in those aged 40 and above. Additionally, sodas often contain large amounts of sugar or artificial sweeteners, contributing to weight gain and inflammation in the body, which in turn weakens bone and joint structure. If you're trying to protect your bones and reduce the risk of pain and fractures in the future, replace soft drinks with water, herbal tea, or mineral-rich beverages. This small change can help you keep your bones stronger for many years to come. 2. Alcohol and alcoholic beverages. An unexpected harm to your bones. If you are between 40 and 75 years old and occasionally enjoy a glass of wine or beer, you should know that drinking too much alcohol can seriously negatively affect your bone and joint health. Alcohol reduces your body's ability to absorb calcium and interferes with the formation of new bone cells, causing bone density to decline faster. Studies show that people who consume alcohol regularly and excessively have a much higher risk of osteoporosis and fractures compared to those who drink moderately or not at all. Moreover, alcohol affects hormonal balance, increases inflammation in the body, and reduces the effectiveness of some osteoporosis medications if you are taking them. Especially, the risk of falls and fractures also increases when you drink alcohol because it impairs alertness and reflexes. Therefore, if you want to keep your bones strong and minimize the risk of injury in old age, limit or avoid alcoholic beverages as much as possible. A healthy lifestyle combined with a proper diet and habits will help you maintain long-term bone and joint health. 3. Table salt, the thief that depletes calcium in your body. Salt is an essential seasoning in many people's daily meals, but if consumed in excess, especially after age 40, it can seriously harm your bones. A high salt intake increases the amount of calcium excreted through urine, causing your body to become increasingly deficient in calcium, the most important mineral for keeping bones strong. When calcium is lacking, bones become brittle, prone to fractures, and osteoporosis progresses faster. Additionally, excess salt raises blood pressure, putting strain on blood vessels and the heart, which indirectly affects overall health, including bone and joint health. Many middle-aged Americans consume salt well above the expert recommendation, about 2,300 milligrams per day, through processed foods, fast food, or over-seasoning habits. To protect your bones, you should reduce salt in your diet and prioritize using natural herbs and spices to enhance flavor while staying health-safe. Remember, a small change in seasoning habits can make a big difference in keeping your bones stronger in the future. 4. Coffee drinking too much can negatively affect your bones. Many Americans over 40 can't start their day without a morning cup of coffee to stay alert and energized. However, if you drink too much coffee, especially more than 3 to 4 cups a day, it can have a harmful effect on your bone health. The caffeine in coffee increases calcium excretion through urine, thereby reducing the amount of calcium stored in your bones. Over time, this contributes to decreased bone density and a higher risk of osteoporosis, particularly in those who are menopausal or at higher risk of bone loss. Additionally, caffeine may reduce the absorption of other important nutrients like vitamin D, which affects the bone remodeling and maintenance process. However, you don't need to completely give up coffee. Instead, control your intake, combine it with a diet rich in calcium and vitamin D, and maintain regular physical activity. If you're concerned about coffee's impact on your bone health, consult a doctor or nutritionist for personalized advice. 5. Refined sugar-rich foods, silently weakening your bones. Refined sugar is found in many sweets, sodas, fast food, and favorite desserts of many Americans. However, consuming too much sugar not only affects weight and heart health but also significantly harms bone health. Refined sugar promotes inflammation in the body and reduces the absorption of calcium and vitamin D, two essential factors for maintaining strong bones. When bones lack these necessary nutrients, bone density decreases, and the risk of fractures and osteoporosis rises significantly. Additionally, refined sugar often leads to weight gain, putting extra stress on the bones and joints, especially in middle-aged and older adults. Cutting down on sugar in your diet not only helps control weight but also protects your bones and joints, helping you maintain an active and healthy lifestyle for the long term. Replace sugary treats with fresh fruits, nuts, or unsweetened yogurt for a delicious and bone-friendly alternative. Keeping your bones strong is a long-term journey, especially once you reach the age of 40 and beyond, when bone density begins to gradually decline and the risk of osteoporosis increases. In the previous sections, we explored foods that help boost calcium, vitamin D, and essential nutrients like salmon, leafy greens, almonds, tofu, and more. At the same time, we also highlighted the importance of avoiding silent enemies, such as soda, alcohol, excess salt, excessive coffee, and refined sugar, all of which can quickly weaken your bones. The advice for you is to build a balanced, diverse diet that prioritizes fresh, nutrient-rich foods. Combining this with gentle physical activities like walking, yoga, or muscle-strengthening exercises will help keep your bones strong, reducing the risk of aches and fractures. Don't forget to have regular checkups and consult your doctor for personalized advice based on your health condition. If you find this information helpful, please follow for more weekly tips on protecting your bone and joint health, and share the video so your friends and family can stay healthy too. Thanks for watching.